This may be one of the best value high-end smartphones of the year. Xiaomi 13T is about super features and performance at a price that most people will find reasonable. But is it good enough? Let's inspect. Which smartphone component are you ready to sacrifice in favor of better price? Is it the display, or is it the camera setup? Is it the battery performance? Maybe the software experience? I'm asking because Xiaomi tried to convince us that none of these have been sacrificed with the Xiaomi 13T, a smartphone which happens to cost half of what we are supposed to pay for the regular 13 series, at least over here in Europe, and that's a huge difference. How good or bad is the Xiaomi 13T? We're gonna find out in this review. Yeah, the price is a big strength, and it's good to see a capable smartphone at a $500 budget, especially knowing that flagship wannabes like Nothing Phone 2 cost around $700, and anything equipped with Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 costs even more than that. On the other hand, given the processing power, Xiaomi 13T is threatened by some mid-rangers, so kind of fun to see what it actually is capable of. In terms of unboxing, there is no difference to the ultra-premium Xiaomi 13 Ultra or the 13 Pro, but it also feels the same as the much cheaper Redmi or Poco 2023 models, which also belong to the Mi family. There's a transparent protective case, here is the phone, comes with pre-applied screen protector, in-box charger and a USB cable. Xiaomi continue to disregard the trend and keep a Type-A to a Type-C cable. Design is obviously almost the same as 13T Pro, the only difference are the colors, same size, same button alignment, no surprise that the cases of both are identical. There is no 3.5mm jack in case you wonder, but the shape and the cuts feel great and rather premium. Design-wise, we can't say it is a piece of art or something irresistible, but Xiaomi have done a very smart and it looks like very good-looking construction. I just hope Zach is gonna get enough requests to try it on Jerry Rick's Everything channel, so that we get a peace of mind that it is durable enough, or not. The display is bright, it's the same as the one deployed with 13T Pro. In a matter of fact, if we closely check the specifications, we're going to discover that most of the hardware inside is the same. The major difference is the Dimensity 8200 Ultra. You can have it configured with 8 or 12 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage, there's a triple Leica camera system, most of the latest connectivity standards, a 5000 mAh battery with 67 watt charging, responsive fingerprint scanner and even IP68 waterproof rating. So this is a little unusual, having kind of the same housing. I understand the color is different, but look at the shapes, look at the camera placement, everything is identical. We have the same battery, the same display. The major difference between these two smartphones is the system on a chip, and I actually appreciate this idea. I've been looking for something similar for a very long time to see how two almost identical setups in terms of image sensor, optics and software are going to differ when we switch to a different system on a chip. And finally, we're going to get to test this. Other than that, the 13T represents fantastic value because it promises very good processing, promises very decent camera performance, has super fast wired charging, and I would say pretty good design. So camera performance, huh? It is good. It's close to what the more premium siblings offer, but the less capable system on chip means slightly less effective post-processing and AI. With daytime photos, everything looks great. There are two color presets, Leica Vibrant and Leica Natural, both of which have their strengths and therefore supporters. I've made most of these shots using the Leica Vibrant option, and they're more suitable for social media in my opinion. The setting makes the colors pop out and there's a bit more contrast. The triple camera setup is led by the 50-megapixel main sensor, followed by 2-time telephoto camera and the ultra-wide camera, and each one of them has solid specifications. However, the hardware is inferior to what you would find with the regular Xiaomi 13 series. Thanks to the software optimizations, the photos look good even at low light. This is a complex algorithm capturing the available light from a few snaps and extracting the best output into one single image that you see. And all of this happens within less than a second without you really noticing it. The process is more optimal with smartphones where AI is better implemented, such as the Google Pixel phones line. Therefore, nighttime photography and nighttime videography with Xiaomi 13T is not on par, but rather close to this kind of performance. Concerning the other two lenses, sadly the telephoto doesn't have optical image stabilization, so try to keep your hands as steady as possible in order to improve the photo quality. The selfie camera is a bit too basic though. Post-processing saves the day, but videos kind of expose most of the imperfections. I guess it's about time for Xiaomi to step up their game with selfie cameras. Xiaomi 13T, and that's a vlogging test. And also we're testing the microphone quality. Probably when you see my sunglasses you would think during the whole time that the video is pixelated. Well, it's not, although 1080p is not really ideal in such case. And now the big question, do you like the front selfie camera video quality on the Xiaomi 13T? The ultra-wide has a 0.6 field of view factor, and it is good for daytime photography. Struggles a bit in low light conditions, which is very expected given the hardware specs. Video performance is also good. I'd recommend using the main image sensor for this purpose mostly. Because of the mid-range chipset, maximum video resolution is 4K at 30 frames per second, and unlike 13T Pro, there is no 8K or 4K 60 FPS. But most of the nice and creative features of the MIUI camera app are present. Having slightly weaker system on a chip obviously has impact on photos and videos, but it also seems to have an impact on the battery life, a positive one. Because if somebody asks me about a 2023 smartphone with good battery life, I would certainly think about Xiaomi 13T because the balance is there. Good achievements about screen on time and standby times, and charging speed, well, it puts to shame every single non-Chinese flagship or mid-ranger of 2023, but doesn't support wireless charging. Gaming is also alright, a big display, vivid colors, weird tuning of the refresh rate, and according to some tests on Reddit, with gentle to the eye PWM test results. The pulse width modulation is a technique used in phone displays to control the brightness, and according to many users, the display of 13T feels gentler to the eyes as opposed to 13T Pro. The screen refresh rate goes as high as 144 Hz, and for some of the games this is awesome, just keep in mind that some titles may feel somewhat jittery. With the current state of the firmware, the refresh rate has a weird relationship to the brightness. But even with most games optimized towards Snapdragon-based setups, the performance shown here is okay. The phone doesn't stutter, stays cool, and doesn't consume that much battery. And the speakers sound good, Dolby Atmos certified. Good news about connectivity too. Latest Bluetooth standard implemented, quickly responding GPS, a dual SIM slot, no microSD support though, but there is eSIM implementation. And Xiaomi keep the favorite infrared option in case you want to turn your smartphone into the ultimate universal remote at home. With 13T, Xiaomi finally starts to focus on software. It arrives with Android 13, so it's gonna take a while until generation 14 arrives, and it is launched with the company MIUI skin, which, as you know, is very rich on functions and quite colorful. It can be even more colorful if you use any of the available themes, or you can make it look more like vanilla Android as well. There's a new operating system that Xiaomi is working on called HyperOS, which is expected to arrive sometime next year. And whatever it is, Xiaomi are committed to provide 5 years software support for this smartphone, which is long enough and makes choosing this particular smartphone even more exciting. If you wonder where the corners cut are, well, the plastic frame, the lack of wireless charging, the not too great selfie camera, the step down in terms of video recording resolutions, and if I'm missing something, you could help by sharing your ideas in the comments below. In the end, kind of impressive, very good value smartphone. smartphone, because in the end of the day, you are getting a decent Leica camera setup, you're getting very fast processing, quick enough charging, just wired, unfortunately, and software expiry dates up until at least late 2028. So what is not to like about Xiaomi 13T? I think it's one of the best deals of 2023, especially if you're looking for a good, balanced smartphone which is at a kind of acceptable price. Or not, I don't know, maybe you have a different opinion and we can carry on the conversation in the comment section below the video. That's everything I wanted to share with you about this smartphone, and maybe you can check the review of this smartphone. That's the T Pro edition, and I think once again Xiaomi happened to deliver very successful T series at the end of the year. And that's been everything about this episode. As usual, it's been such a great pleasure to prepare all that for you, but if you want to return me the favor and do something good for me, maybe you can hit the like button, you can subscribe to the channel for more cool tech inspections, and I, Michael the TechMishka, wish you a fantastic day and hope to see you soon. Bye!